So one pro to the crossbow is the pre-draw. When a deer's coming in, my bow is already cocked, I'm ready to go, so you're gonna have less movement in the tree compared to a compound bow. So Erik's gonna show you, I'm ready to go. We're gonna shoot a shot here, and let's just say that a deer's walking in, you can see I can get the shot off much quicker than him and a lot less movement. So now we're going to show the difference, the kinetic energy compared to a crossbow compared to a compound bow. With a crossbow, you're going to have less kinetic energy, you got a smaller bolt, not as much weight going downfield compared to an actual compound bow. So we're going to shoot into the target and we're going to show you the difference in the kinetic energy between my Carbon Express crossbow and Erik's Matthews.
In a comparison, when we're talking about penetration between an arrow and a bolt, what Don's shooting is an intercept axon, and he's shooting at 175 pound limbs, roughly 360 plus feet per second. I'm shooting 54 pounds at 27 inches, and I'm shooting just under 300 feet per second. As you can see, we're both getting about the same amount of penetration as we're about to show you here. Oh yeah, no question.
Well, we just pulled them out of the target, and as you can see, we got pretty close in penetration. Obviously, I'm shooting a little bit large diameter shaft, and as you can see, when I went to pull it out, it was a little bit, harder to get out. But between a compound and a crossbow, about the same. You're going to get penetration depending on poundage of each. So now we're going to talk about freehand shooting, compound bow compared to crossbow at longer distances. With the compound or with the crossbow, you got a front heavy bow, and it's just a lot harder to keep this thing steady when you're shooting at a long distance compared to a compound. You got your front handle, and then you got your back tension when you get it back. It makes it a lot more steady when you're doing it freehand. And then we're going to show you putting it on once I can get on to an actual rest, the difference. But right now we're going to show you freehand and show you the difference between the two bows. So we just shot at 40 yards. Erik made a lot better shot than I did just because I couldn't hold the bow very steady. So now I'm going to put the crossbow on an actual rest and see how I shoot now with it, with something to help me out. So we want to show the difference between a compound and a crossbow in a tree to try to get that shot of a buck that's kind of facing away from you on the back side. With a crossbow, you just don't have as much room to move because you got these limbs that are sticking out, and you just got to try to get over compared to a compound. I'm going to show you here real quick how much room I have. I really couldn't even get a shot on this spot that we're trying to act like is a deer behind the tree.
As you can see, with a compound bow, you have a lot more maneuverability than you do with a crossbow. You're able to get in really tight to the shot. You're standing at my platform, I'm shooting that spout over there, I'm able to get in tight to the tree. It also allows for a lot more cover to have you around the blind. If I had a branch coming out this way, I don't have to worry about hitting the branch. I basically have the ability to go up and down. I just don't have those cross wings to get a lot more cover to be able to more secure it in my stand to be able to shoot a whitetail deer.
We just talked about the advantages and the disadvantages of a crossbow and an actual compound bow. We're not trying to put either of them down. We're just showing that one might be better for you or the other one might be better for you. And we just want to show the differences of maneuverability, kinetic energy, and a lot of the different things that happens with each type of weapon that you take out hunting.
Don, I think it's fantastic. It's not any one, it's really a personal preference of what you want to hunt with. With the crossbow, there are definitely a lot of advantages, but as we can see, there's a lot of disadvantages also. With the compound bow, again, there's as you can see through the different pieces that we've just showed, that there's some great advantages to a compound bow, but at the same time there's some disadvantages, especially if you want to get another shot off right away.
Most certainly, most certainly. So for you guys out there, it's your choice. Just get out in the woods and enjoy the hunting. So for more information, go to whitetailexperience.com.